Hello and welcome to Main Street Matters by Heart on Main Street, the podcast that knows that every strong business begins with a strong foundation. I am your host, Patrick Keiser. Today, we are kicking off a brand new series built around one of my favorite marketing books for small businesses that I have ever come across. It's John Jantsch's classic book, Duct Tape Marketing. Now, some of you may be familiar with Jantsch and his work. He has spent decades helping small businesses, not big box chains, not giant e-commerce platforms, but businesses that look and feel a lot like yours. Independent, rooted in the community, and trying to figure out how to market smarter and not just louder. I just wrapped up a 10-part series on Paco Underhill's book, Why We Buy, and I heard from so many of you that you appreciated that it was not just theory, but the way that we applied those lessons directly to the life of Main Street retailers. So I wanted to do the same thing here. Over the next 10 weeks, we're going to break down the principles of duct tape marketing into practical, independent retailer-sized chunks. Today, we're going to start with the foundation, the Marketing Hourglass. This is Jantsch's replacement for the old school idea of a sales funnel, and in my view, is one of the most powerful ways to think about how we guide customers, from the moment they first hear of us all the way through becoming loyal fans who tell their friends. As Jantsch puts it himself, marketing is getting people who have a specific need or problem to know, like, and trust you, and the Hourglass expands on that idea. So just like with Why We Buy, I am going to summarize major points, but you should absolutely go out and buy this book yourself. There will be things that I will miss or not cover, and if you're reading it, you're going to see things differently from your point of view than I'm going to see it from mine. So get ready to lay the foundation and see your sales climb. It's book club time. For years, marketers have relied on what we call the funnel. You've seen the diagram, a big wide open mouth where potential customers get poured in and then gradually narrowing stages of awareness, consideration, purchase, until a few lucky ones fall out the bottom as paying customers. The funnel has its uses, but for independent retailers, it's incomplete. Why? Because it stops at the sale. It treats your customers like a transaction instead of a relationship. So think about it. You spend energy and dollars to bring someone into your store, convince them to buy a candle or a shirt or a gift or whatever else. And then what? If your funnel ends there, you're constantly chasing new people, constantly pouring more into the top just to replace the ones that drop down at the bottom. That's exhausting, and honestly, it's expensive. Jantsch saw this problem and reframed it. He writes, the real goal of marketing is to create a customer who creates more customers. That means we don't stop at the sale. We build systems that turn that buyer into a repeat buyer and eventually a referrer who brings in their friends. Independent retailers, this is where we have the advantage. We can know our customers personally. We can remember their kids' names, suggest a product that fits their taste, or text them when something they'll love comes in. The chain stores can't and don't do that. So when we think about customer journeys, we need a model that actually rewards relationship building. Enter the Marketing Hourglass. Jantsch's Hourglass has 7 stages: know, like, trust, try, buy, repeat, refer. We're going to walk through each stage with examples tailored for the independent retailer. Stage number 1, know, and that's like KNOW or awareness. This is a simple one. People need to know that you exist. But in a noisy world, knowing isn't just having your sign on Main Street. It's about visibility in multiple touchpoints. Optimize SEO or search engine optimization so you show up when someone Googles gift shop near me or whatever type of store you have, or searches for products that you carry. A sandwich board outside your shop with a witty message that stops people mid-walk is a great way to get some awareness for your store and get people to start recognizing you. You can also work on partnerships with other businesses to be featured in their email or social feed. For you, no isn't just about blasting everyone with ads. It's about being findable to the right people at the right time. Step 2 is like. Once they know you, they have to like you enough to take a second look. Like doesn't come from discounts or gimmicks, it comes from personality and relevance. Does your store window make people smile? Does your social media feel authentic, showing your staff, your story, and your community involvement? Do you greet people warmly when they walk in? As Jantsch writes, people buy from people they like. And for an indie retailer, this is where your humanity shines. Step 3, trust. Like turns into trust when you consistently deliver on promises. Trust is fragile. It's earned slowly and lost quickly. Online reviews build trust before someone even meets you. Clean, well-stocked shelves show that you care about details. Being able to return a defective item without hassle earns you goodwill for life. Here's the key though. Don't assume trust is automatic. Design your customer journey with trust signals at every step. Step 4, try. This is where someone experiences your product or your service in a low-risk way. For retailers, try can look like sampling products like a sip of coffee or a tester lotion or a try-on area, hosting events like craft nights or book signings or trunk shows where people can engage without the heavy pressure to buy, and offering a first purchase discount to remove barriers. The point is to let customers dip their toes in before diving all the way. Step 5, buy. Yes, the sale absolutely matters, of course, but Jantsch points out that the buy stage should be as smooth and joyful as possible. The less friction, the better. If we go back to Why We Buy by Paco Underhill, he talks that buying something, the act of purchasing, can actually be a moment of loss. You're giving up money in order to do something. So having less friction is better. So this can involve quick checkout lines, easy to navigate online stores, friendly staff who know when to help and when to step back. If someone buys and feels relief instead of stress, they're already halfway to buying again. Step 6, repeat. This is where the classic funnel stops, or actually really doesn't even get here. But the hourglass keeps going past the sale and repeat becomes the next step. Repeat business is where independent retailers win or lose. We can encourage this by doing things like loyalty programs, punch cards, points, or VIP events to remind people return. Follow-up emails thanking them for their purchase and suggesting related items can be another way to get people enticed to come back to your store. And then there's things like personal touches, like calling when a favorite product is back in stock, that will again encourage the customer to come back in. It's far, far cheaper to keep a customer than to find a new one. And repeat customers spend more over time. And then step 7, the final one in this, is refer. Finally, the crown jewel here is referrals. When someone loves you enough to tell their friends, your marketing engine starts to multiply. So make it easy. Referral cards, social media shoutouts, bring a friend discounts. You can also recognize your advocates. A simple thank you note or small gift goes a really long way to encouraging people to tell their friends. And then you can celebrate word of mouth openly. We are so grateful for customers who share the love with us. As Jantsch says, every business gets referrals already. The problem is they don't get them on purpose. For indie retailers, making a referral system intentionally can transform your growth. So let's step back. Why does this framework matter for you? Because as independent retailers, we do not have unlimited budgets. We do not have national ad campaigns. We rely on community, authenticity, and repeat customers. The Hourglass honors that reality. It tells us, stop obsessing over the front end like ads, awareness, foot traffic, and build systems that carry people through the entire journey. Imagine if every new customer didn't just buy one time, but came back 3 times per year, every year. Now imagine if half of those customers referred a friend who did the same. You'd spend less time hustling for traffic and more time delighting the people who have already walked through your doors. The Hourglass gives you a checklist. Am I building know or awareness? Am I cultivating like? Do people trust me? Am I lowering the barriers to try products? Is my buying process smooth? Am I encouraging repeat purchases? Am I asking for referrals? If you can say yes to all 7 of these, you've built a marketing machine that doesn't just work today, but keeps working tomorrow. So let's land this episode with some practical steps. I want you to start implementing the Hourglass today. Here are 3 actions that you can take this week. Action number 1, audit your touchpoints. Write down every way a new customer might find you. Google, Facebook, foot traffic, word of mouth. Are you visible? Which stage are you strongest in, and which stage are you weakest in? Action number 2, design one low-risk try. Think about one product or event that you can use as a sampler. Maybe it's a monthly tasting, a new customer coupon, or a try before you buy corner. Action number 3, ask for one referral. Pick 5 of your best customers and simply ask, do you know someone else who would love our shop? Give them a card or a code to share and just see what happens. Remember, marketing doesn't have to be overwhelming. As Jantsch reminds us, simple, effective, and affordable. That's what small business marketing should be. So that's it for episode number 1 of our Duct Tape Marketing series. Today, we laid the foundation with the Marketing Hourglass. Know, like, trust, try, buy, repeat, refer. Over the next 9 weeks, we'll unpack each one of those stages and related concepts in more detail so you can build your own Hourglass step by step. If you found today's episode helpful, I would love it if you shared it with another retailer who could use a little marketing inspiration. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave us a quick review. That is the podcast version of a referral, after all. You can also check out our resources and our upcoming webinars at heartonmainstreet.org. Until next time, I'm Patrick Keiser. Stay safe, shop local, and keep your heart on Main Street. This episode is written, produced, researched, and edited by me, Patrick Keiser. For more information about Heart on Main Street, you can visit www.heartonmainstreet.org, and you can email us at contact@heartonmainstreet.org. Thanks. Bye.